Right now, I want you to try something with me. Wherever you are, whether you're sitting or standing, I want you to slowly extend your leg in front of you. Now, gently pull your toes back toward your shin and hold it for just 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you feel that slight tightness? Maybe a warning sign of what could become a cramp. If you felt even the slightest tension or discomfort, then what I'm about to share with you in the next hour could be life-changing. You see, what you just experienced is your body's early warning system. And if you're over 60, you've probably noticed that those warning signs are becoming more frequent, more intense, and frankly, more disruptive to your daily life. But here's what most people don't know. There's a population of seniors halfway around the world who rarely experience the leg cramps that plague millions of Americans every single night. In the mountains of rural Japan, in the bustling neighborhoods of Tokyo, and in quiet coastal villages, Japanese seniors in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s are walking, gardening, and living active lives without the constant fear of sudden, debilitating leg cramps. They're not taking expensive supplements. They're not relying on prescription medications. Instead, they're practicing 7 simple exercises that take less than 10 minutes a day, exercises so gentle yet so effective that they've been passed down through generations. My name is Dr. Sarah Chun, and over the past 15 years, I've had the privilege of studying healthy aging practices across different cultures. But nothing prepared me for what I discovered during my 3-year research fellowship in Japan, working alongside geriatricians and observing the daily routines of over 2,000 Japanese seniors. What I found challenged everything I thought I knew about preventing leg cramps in older adults. The statistics in America are staggering. Nearly 60% of adults over 60 experience regular leg cramps, with most episodes occurring at night, disrupting sleep and leaving people exhausted and anxious about when the next attack might strike. We spend millions of dollars annually on treatments that often provide only temporary relief. Meanwhile, in Japan, among the seniors I studied, less than 15% reported regular cramping issues. The difference wasn't genetic. It wasn't diet alone. It was movement, but not the kind of movement you might expect. Before we dive into these 7 transformative exercises, I need to address something crucial. If you have serious circulatory problems, diabetic neuropathy, severe pain, or you're taking medications like certain diuretics or blood thinners, please consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new exercise routine. These exercises are designed to be gentle and safe, but your doctor knows your individual health situation best. Now let me tell you about Tanaka-san, a 78-year-old woman I met in Osaka. When I first observed her morning routine, I was skeptical. Her exercises looked almost too simple, too gentle to make any real difference. She would sit on the edge of her bed for just 3 minutes each morning, moving her feet in ways that seemed almost playful. Throughout the day, she would pause whatever she was doing for tiny movement breaks that lasted no more than 90 seconds each. Before bed, she would spend another 5 minutes in what she called her goodnight routine for happy legs. Tanaka-san told me she hadn't experienced a leg cramp in over a decade. At first, I attributed this to luck or genetics. But as I studied more seniors practicing similar routines, I began to see a pattern. These weren't athletes. They weren't fitness enthusiasts. They were ordinary people who had simply integrated 7 specific movements into their daily lives, movements that addressed the root causes of leg cramps in ways that Western medicine often overlooks. You see, we've been thinking about leg cramps all wrong. We focus on the moment of crisis, when the muscle seizes and causes excruciating pain. We reach for quick fixes, stretching frantically, massaging desperately, or popping pills. But Japanese seniors think differently. They focus on prevention through what they call muscle education, teaching their leg muscles to stay relaxed and responsive throughout the day. The science behind this approach is fascinating. As we age, several changes occur that make us more susceptible to cramping. Our muscle fibers lose some of their elasticity. Our circulation becomes less efficient. Our nervous system becomes more reactive to small imbalances. We spend more time sitting, which creates tension patterns that can trigger spasms. Most importantly, we lose the natural micro-movements that keep our muscles supple and our circulation flowing. Japanese seniors counteract these age-related changes through what I call micromobility maintenance. Instead of trying to reverse decades of muscle changes with intense stretching or exercise, they work with their body's current capabilities, gently encouraging better circulation, improved nerve responsiveness, and enhanced muscle flexibility through small, consistent actions. But here's what makes these exercises truly remarkable. They don't require any special equipment, they don't cause fatigue, and they can be done anywhere. You can practice them while watching television, sitting at your kitchen table, or even lying in bed. The key isn't intensity, it's consistency and proper technique. Let me share something that might surprise you. The exercise that's most effective for preventing night cramps isn't a calf stretch, though stretching is part of the routine. It's actually the fourth exercise I'll teach you today, something Japanese seniors call Ashi-Yubi, or toe yoga. This simple practice works on strengthening the small muscles in your feet that play a crucial role in maintaining proper leg muscle balance. Most people have never heard of it, yet it's one of the most powerful cramp prevention techniques I've ever encountered. Another revelation from my research: the timing of these exercises matters just as much as the exercises themselves. Japanese seniors don't do all 7 exercises at once. Instead, they spread them throughout the day, creating what I call movement anchors that keep their muscles engaged and their circulation active from morning until night. Before we begin learning these exercises, I want to share one more story that illustrates their power. During my time in Japan, I met an 82-year-old man named Hiroshi who had suffered from severe leg cramps for over 20 years. His cramps were so bad that he was afraid to go to sleep, knowing he would likely wake up in agony multiple times each night. His doctor had prescribed various medications, but the side effects were almost as troublesome as the cramps themselves. Then Hiroshi learned these 7 exercises from his neighbor, an 87-year-old woman who demonstrated them during a community health program. Within 2 weeks of consistent practice, Hiroshi's nightly cramps decreased by more than half. Within 2 months, he was sleeping through the night most nights. When I interviewed him 6 months later, he told me these simple exercises had given him his life back. What makes these exercises so effective? They address the 3 primary factors that contribute to leg cramps in seniors: poor circulation, muscle tension, and nerve sensitivity. Each exercise targets one or more of these factors, creating a comprehensive approach that goes far beyond simple stretching. The first factor, circulation, is often overlooked in cramp prevention strategies. When blood flow to our leg muscles is sluggish, those muscles don't receive adequate oxygen and nutrients, making them more likely to spasm. Japanese seniors use specific ankle and calf movements that act like a gentle pump, encouraging blood flow back toward the heart and bringing fresh, oxygenated blood to the muscles. The second factor, muscle tension, accumulates throughout the day as we sit, stand in one position, or walk with poor posture. This tension creates areas of tightness that can trigger cramping, especially at night when our bodies are trying to relax. The Japanese exercises include targeted tension release techniques that help muscles let go of accumulated stress without requiring aggressive stretching. The third factor, nerve sensitivity, becomes more pronounced as we age. Our nervous system can become hyperreactive, causing muscles to contract suddenly and painfully in response to minor stimuli. Several of the exercises I'll teach you work on calming the nervous system and improving the communication between your brain and your leg muscles. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. You've tried exercises before. You've done stretches. You've followed fitness routines. But you're still dealing with cramps. Here's what makes this approach different. These aren't Western exercises adapted for seniors. These are exercises specifically developed by and for older adults, refined over generations, and proven effective in a culture that views aging as a natural process to be navigated with wisdom, not fought against with force. The Japanese concept of ikigai, or life purpose, extends into their approach to physical health. They believe that taking care of their bodies is not a chore to be endured, but a daily practice of self-respect and gratitude. This philosophy transforms the way they approach exercise. Instead of viewing these movements as work, they see them as gifts they give themselves each day. This mindset shift is crucial to your success with these exercises. If you approach them as another item on your to-do list, another obligation in your busy day, you're less likely to stick with them long enough to see results. But if you can embrace them as moments of self-care, opportunities to connect with your body and appreciate its ongoing service to you, they become something you look forward to rather than something you force yourself to do. Let me also address a common concern I hear from people over 60. Am I too old to start something new? Will these exercises work for someone my age? The answer is absolutely yes. In Japan, I met people who started these practices in their 80s and still experienced significant improvement. Your muscles retain the ability to adapt and respond throughout your entire life. You may not be able to do what you could at 30, but you can absolutely do more than you think possible at 60, 70, or beyond. One of the most beautiful aspects of Japanese senior fitness culture is the emphasis on adaptation rather than standardization. These exercises aren't one-size-fits-all routines that you must perform exactly as prescribed. They're frameworks that you modify to work with your current abilities and limitations. If you can't stand for long periods, most of these can be done sitting. If you have balance issues, many can be performed with support. If you have limited flexibility, each exercise can be scaled to your comfort level. The key principle underlying all 7 exercises is what Japanese movement experts call gentle persistence. You don't push your body to do more than it can comfortably handle today, but you consistently show up and practice, trusting that small, regular efforts will compound into significant improvements over time. Research from the Tokyo Institute of Geriatrics supports this approach. Their studies show that seniors who practice gentle, consistent movement routines experience better outcomes in terms of pain reduction, improved mobility, and overall quality of life compared to those who attempt more intensive but less sustainable exercise programs. As we prepare to learn the first exercise, I want you to set up your space for success. You'll need a sturdy chair, access to a wall for support, and if possible, a tennis ball or similar firm ball for the final massage exercise. Everything else you need, you already have. Your body's natural wisdom and capacity for healing. The first exercise we'll explore is called ankle pumping with breath, inspired by the morning movements practiced in Radio Taiso, Japan's national group exercise program that has been helping seniors start their days with gentle movement for over 90 years. This exercise is particularly powerful because it can be done while you're still in bed, making it a perfect way to prepare your legs for the day ahead. Most leg cramps occur at night or in the early morning hours when our circulation is naturally slower and our muscles are stiff from immobility. By activating the muscle pump mechanism in your calves first thing in the morning, you're encouraging better blood flow and reducing the likelihood of cramps throughout the day. Here's how to perform ankle pumping with breath. Sit on the edge of your bed or in a comfortable chair with your feet flat on the floor. Place your hands gently on your thighs. Take a slow, deep breath, expanding your belly rather than your chest. This abdominal breathing, called tanden breathing in Japanese culture, helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system and prepares your body for gentle movement. As you exhale slowly, point your toes away from you, feeling a gentle stretch in the front of your shins. Hold this position for 2 seconds. As you inhale, flex your feet, pulling your toes back toward your shins and feeling a mild stretch in your calves. Hold for 2 seconds. This isn't about forcing a deep stretch. It's about encouraging movement and blood flow. Continue this pattern for 1 minute. Exhale and point. Inhale and flex. The key is coordinating the movement with your breath, which helps calm your nervous system while activating your muscles. After 1 minute of this back and forth flexing, transition to gentle ankle circles. Lift one foot slightly off the ground and slowly rotate your ankle in a circle, imagining you're drawing a perfect circle with your big toe. Make 5 circles in one direction, then 5 in the other direction. Switch feet and repeat. The circles should be slow and controlled, focusing on moving through the full range of motion without forcing anything. What makes this exercise particularly effective is its simplicity and accessibility. You can do it anywhere, anytime you've been sitting or lying down for more than 30 minutes. Many Japanese seniors perform a quick version of this movement every time they get up to use the bathroom during the night, and they report that this simple habit has dramatically reduced their incidence of nocturnal leg cramps. The physiological benefits of ankle pumping are impressive. Your calf muscles act as a secondary heart, pumping blood back up toward your torso against the pull of gravity. When these muscles contract and relax in a rhythmic pattern, they create a pressure wave that helps move blood through your veins. This is especially important for seniors, whose circulatory systems may not be as efficient as they once were. Additionally, the gentle stretching of the muscles and tendons around your ankle joint helps maintain flexibility and prevents the kind of stiffness that can contribute to cramping. The coordinated breathing enhances these benefits by ensuring adequate oxygen delivery to the working muscles. The second exercise, supported heel raises with slow descent, builds on the circulation benefits of ankle pumping while adding an element of gentle strength training. This exercise is particularly valuable because it teaches your calf muscles to contract and relax in a controlled manner, which can help prevent the sudden, uncontrolled contractions we experience as cramps. Stand facing a wall, about arm's length away. Place your palms flat against the wall for support. Your feet should be hip-width apart, parallel to each other. Take a moment to find your balance and ensure you feel secure in this position. If you need more support, you can perform this exercise while holding onto the back of a sturdy chair instead. Slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as comfortable. You should feel your calf muscles engaging, but there should be no strain or discomfort. Hold this position for 3 seconds, breathing normally. Here's the crucial part. Lower your heels back to the ground very slowly, taking at least 5 seconds to complete the descent. This slow, controlled lowering, known as an eccentric contraction, is where much of the exercise's magic happens. During the lowering phase, your muscles are lengthening while still working to control the movement. This type of contraction helps improve muscle flexibility while building strength, and it teaches your muscles to relax gradually rather than suddenly releasing tension. Repeat this movement 8 to 12 times, always focusing on the slow descent. If you feel any cramping or excessive fatigue, stop and rest. Remember, the goal isn't to exhaust your muscles, but to educate them. What I find remarkable about this exercise is how it mimics many natural movements that Japanese seniors incorporate into their daily lives. When I observed elderly women in Japanese markets, I noticed they naturally rise onto their toes to reach items on higher shelves, then lower slowly and deliberately. This unconscious integration of heel raises into daily activities contributes to their overall leg health. The supported nature of this exercise makes it safe for people with balance concerns, while the controlled movement pattern helps improve proprioception, your body's awareness of its position in space. Improved proprioception is crucial for preventing falls and maintaining confidence in movement as we age. The third exercise, two-position calf stretch, addresses both layers of your calf muscles, the gastrocnemius and the soleus. These muscles work together to help you walk, climb stairs, and maintain balance, but they can also be the source of some of the most painful leg cramps. This exercise ensures both muscle groups receive adequate stretching and attention. Return to your position, facing the wall, with your palms pressed against it for support. Step your right foot back about 3 feet, keeping your heel on the ground and your leg straight. Your left foot remains closer to the wall. You should feel a gentle stretch in the calf of your back leg. This position primarily stretches the gastrocnemius, the larger, more superficial calf muscle. Hold this position for 30 seconds, breathing deeply and allowing the muscle to gradually relax into the stretch. Don't bounce or force the stretch deeper. Simply maintain steady, gentle pressure. If you feel any cramping, ease off slightly until the sensation passes. Now comes the second position, which targets the deeper soleus muscle. Keep your feet in the same position, but bend the knee of your back leg, lowering yourself slightly while keeping your heel on the ground. You should now feel the stretch lower in your calf, closer to your ankle. This position is crucial because the soleus muscle is often overlooked in traditional stretching routines, yet it plays a significant role in cramp development. Hold this second position for another 30 seconds. Then switch legs, stepping your left foot back and repeating both stretches on the other side. Complete 2 rounds on each leg for a total of 4 minutes of stretching. The beauty of this exercise lies in its thoroughness. By addressing both calf muscles in the same routine, you're ensuring comprehensive care for the entire muscle group. Many people who experience persistent calf cramps find relief once they start including both positions in their regular routine. Japanese physical therapists emphasize the importance of what they call complete muscle care, which means addressing all aspects of a muscle's function: strength, flexibility, and endurance. This two-position stretch embodies that philosophy by ensuring no part of your calf muscle group is neglected. Now we come to what I consider the most unique and powerful exercise in this entire routine: Ashi-Yubi, or toe yoga. This fourth exercise is the one that almost nobody knows about, yet it can be a game changer for people who suffer from leg cramps. The reason this exercise is so effective is that it addresses a commonly overlooked contributor to leg cramping: weakness and dysfunction in the small muscles of your feet. Your feet contain over 100 muscles, ligaments, and tendons, all working together to provide stability, balance, and propulsion when you walk. When these small muscles become weak or uncoordinated, it creates a cascade of tension that travels up through your legs, potentially contributing to cramps in your calves, shins, and even your thighs. For this exercise, sit comfortably in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Begin by simply trying to spread your toes apart from each other, like you're making a fan with your toes. Many people find this surprisingly difficult at first, especially if they've spent years wearing narrow shoes or have developed hammer toes or other foot deformities. Don't worry if you can only move your big toe and maybe 1 or 2 others at first. This is normal, and your control will improve with practice. Hold the spread position for 5 seconds, then relax. Repeat this 10 times. Next, try to press only your big toe down into the floor while lifting your other 4 toes up. This movement activates the muscles that support your arch and help distribute weight evenly across your foot. Again, you may find this challenging initially. Hold for 5 seconds. Then press all your toes down and lift only your big toe. This opposite movement pattern helps balance the muscle development in your feet. The third part of Ashi-Yubi involves creating what's called a dome with your foot. Place your foot flat on the floor and try to pull your toes back toward your heel without actually curling them under. This creates an arch-like shape in your foot, activating the deep intrinsic muscles that support your entire lower leg. Hold this doming position for 10 seconds, then relax. Perform the entire Ashi-Yubi sequence on both feet, 2 times each. The wonderful thing about this exercise is that you can do it anywhere you're sitting, watching television, reading, during a meal, or even during long car rides. What makes Ashi-Yubi so effective for cramp prevention is its ability to improve the foundation of your entire leg. When your feet function properly, with good muscle control and arch support, it reduces the compensatory tension that often develops in your calf muscles. Many people find that consistent practice of toe yoga leads to fewer cramps throughout their entire leg, not just their feet. Research from the University of Tokyo's Department of Rehabilitation Medicine shows that seniors who practice foot muscle exercises experience a 40% reduction in lower leg muscle cramps compared to those who focus only on traditional calf stretching. The researchers believe this improvement comes from better overall muscle coordination and reduced tension patterns throughout the kinetic chain of the leg. The fifth exercise, heel-to-toe walking with awareness, might look simple, but it's incredibly effective for improving circulation, balance, and muscle coordination. This exercise is inspired by the careful, deliberate walking patterns I observed in Japanese seniors, who tend to walk with more mindfulness and attention to foot placement than their Western counterparts. Find a clear space in your home where you can take 10 to 15 steps in a straight line. If you need support, walk alongside a wall where you can touch it for balance if necessary. Stand tall with your shoulders relaxed and your head up. Begin by placing your right heel directly in front of your left toes, as if you're walking on a tightrope. As you step, focus on the sensation of your heel touching the ground first, then rolling through your foot to push off with your toes. This heel-to-toe progression encourages full use of your foot and calf muscles while promoting good circulation through the gentle muscle contractions involved in each step. Take each step slowly and deliberately, focusing on your balance and the sensations in your legs and feet. If you feel unsteady, widen your stance slightly, but try to maintain the heel-to-toe pattern. Walk forward for 10 to 15 steps, then turn around and walk back to your starting position. The key to this exercise is the mindfulness component. Instead of walking automatically, you're bringing conscious attention to each movement. This awareness helps retrain your nervous system and can improve the communication between your brain and your leg muscles, reducing the likelihood of sudden, unexpected muscle contractions. Japanese seniors often practice a form of walking meditation that incorporates these principles. They believe that mindful movement not only benefits the body, but also calms the mind, creating a holistic approach to health that addresses both physical and mental well-being. Perform heel-to-toe walking for 3 to 5 minutes, which typically involves 3 to 5 round trips in most homes. If you find this exercise easy, you can increase the challenge by closing your eyes for short segments or by walking on different surfaces like carpet and hardwood to engage your balance systems more fully. The sixth exercise, modified sumo squat with lateral weight shifts, is designed to gently open your hips and release tension in your inner thigh muscles. which can contribute to cramping in your legs. This exercise also promotes blood flow to your lower extremities and helps counteract the effects of prolonged sitting. Stand with your feet wider than shoulder width apart, toes pointed slightly outward. Hold onto the back of a sturdy chair or place your hands on a counter for support. Slowly lower yourself into a shallow squat, going down only as far as feels comfortable. You might only descend a few inches, and that's perfectly fine. Once you're in your comfortable squat position, shift your weight to your right foot while keeping both feet on the ground. You should feel a gentle stretch in your left inner thigh. Hold this position for 5 seconds, then shift your weight to your left foot, feeling the stretch on your right side. Continue shifting from side to side for 1 minute. The beauty of this exercise is its adaptability. If full squatting is not comfortable, you can perform the weight shifts while standing upright, simply lifting one foot slightly off the ground to shift weight to the opposite leg. If squatting is easy for you, you can lower a bit deeper or hold the positions for longer periods. This exercise addresses several factors that contribute to leg cramping. The wide stance and weight shifting help open tight hip muscles that can create tension patterns extending down into your legs. The gentle squatting motion activates your glute muscles, which often become weak and underactive in sedentary individuals, leading to compensatory tension in the calf muscles. Additionally, the lateral weight shifts promote circulation by encouraging blood flow through the large muscle groups of your hips and thighs. This increased circulation can help prevent the sluggish blood flow that contributes to muscle cramping. Japanese martial artists have long used variations of this exercise to develop hip flexibility and leg strength. Even elderly practitioners continue to perform modified versions well into their senior years, adapting the movements to their current capabilities while maintaining the essential benefits. The seventh and final exercise, self-massage and ball rolling, brings together elements of traditional Japanese shiatsu massage with modern understanding of trigger point therapy. This exercise is particularly valuable as an evening routine, helping to release the accumulated tension of the day and prepare your muscles for restful sleep. For this exercise, you'll need a tennis ball or similar firm ball. Begin by sitting in a comfortable chair and removing your shoes and socks. Place the tennis ball under your right foot and gently roll it from your heel to your toes, applying mild pressure. Focus on any areas that feel particularly tender or tight, spending a few extra seconds rolling over these spots. The sole of your foot contains numerous reflex points that correspond to different areas of your body, including your leg muscles. By massaging these points, you can help release tension throughout your entire lower extremity. Roll the ball under each foot for about 2 minutes. Next, use your hands to massage your calf muscles. Start at your ankle and use your thumbs to apply gentle pressure as you work your way up toward your knee. Don't press hard enough to cause pain, but apply enough pressure to feel the muscle tissue beneath your fingers. This manual massage helps break up areas of muscle tension and improves blood flow. If you can comfortably reach your calf muscles, you can also use the tennis ball for this massage. Place the ball between your calf and the seat of your chair, then lean back to apply gentle pressure. Roll the ball around to hit different areas of your calf muscle. The final component of this exercise involves gentle percussion massage. Use the sides of your hands to lightly tap up and down your shins and calves, like you're gently drumming on your legs. This percussion helps stimulate circulation and can be very relaxing when done gently. Complete the self-massage routine by taking 3 deep breaths and mentally thanking your legs for carrying you through another day. This gratitude practice is an important element of Japanese wellness philosophy and helps create a positive relationship with your aging body. Now that you've learned all 7 exercises, let me explain how to organize them into a sustainable daily routine that fits naturally into your life. The key to success with these exercises isn't doing them all at once for extended periods, but rather integrating them throughout your day in a way that feels natural and manageable. Japanese seniors don't typically set aside a formal exercise time for these movements. Instead, they weave them into their existing routines, creating what I call movement anchors that attach to activities they already do regularly. For your morning routine, I recommend starting with exercises 1 and 5, ankle pumping with breath and heel-to-toe walking. You can do the ankle pumping while still in bed, before you even get up. This gently activates your circulation and prepares your legs for the day ahead. Once you're up and moving, incorporate a few minutes of heel-to-toe walking as you move around your home, perhaps while waiting for your morning coffee to brew. During your afternoon, or whenever you take breaks from sitting, exercises 2 and 6 are perfect. Supported heel raises and modified sumo squats. These can be done in your kitchen while waiting for something to cook, or as a brief movement break if you've been reading or watching television. The goal is to interrupt periods of prolonged sitting with gentle movement that reactivates your muscles. Your evening routine should focus on relaxation and tension release, making exercises 3, 4, and 7 ideal. 2-position calf stretch, Ashi-Yubi, and self-massage. You can do the toe exercises while watching your evening programs, the calf stretches as part of getting ready for bed, and the self-massage as a calming bedtime ritual. The total time commitment is remarkably small, perhaps 3 minutes in the morning, 2 to 3 minutes during afternoon breaks, and 5 to 6 minutes in the evening. That's less than 12 minutes total, spread throughout your day in a way that enhances rather than disrupts your normal routine. Consistency is far more important than perfection. It's better to do a few of these exercises every day than to do all of them intensively once or twice a week. Japanese culture emphasizes the concept of kaizen, or continuous small improvements, and this philosophy applies perfectly to these exercises. Some days, you might only have time for your morning ankle pumping and evening self-massage. Other days, you might manage the full routine. Both scenarios are perfectly acceptable as long as you maintain the habit of daily movement and attention to your leg health. To help establish these habits, I recommend what the Japanese call habit stacking, attaching new behaviors to existing routines. For example, you might do ankle pumping every morning before getting out of bed, heel raises every time you wash dishes, and self-massage every night while watching the news. By linking the exercises to activities you already do consistently, you're much more likely to maintain the routine long-term. Let me address some common mistakes that can undermine your success with these exercises. The first and most significant mistake is trying to do too much too quickly. Western culture often promotes the no pain, no gain mentality, but these exercises are based on the Japanese principle of gentle persistence. Pushing too hard or progressing too quickly can actually increase muscle tension and potentially worsen cramping. Start with shorter hold times and fewer repetitions than I've suggested. Then gradually increase as your body adapts. If an exercise causes pain or cramping, back off immediately and try a gentler version. Remember, these exercises should feel good, not challenging or uncomfortable. The second common mistake is inconsistent practice. Doing all 7 exercises intensively once a week will not provide the same benefits as doing a few exercises gently every day. Your muscles respond better to frequent, mild stimulation than to occasional intense activity. The third mistake is ignoring your body's feedback. If you wake up with sore muscles or experience increased cramping after starting these exercises, you're probably doing too much. Scale back and progress more gradually. Your body will tell you when it's ready for more challenge. Another mistake involves breathing. Many people hold their breath during exercises, which increases tension and reduces the relaxation benefits. Focus on breathing naturally and smoothly throughout each movement. The breath coordination in exercise 1 is particularly important and should serve as a model for breathing during all the exercises. Finally, don't neglect the self-care aspects of this routine. The gratitude practice, the mindful attention to your body, and the gentle self-massage aren't just nice additions. They're integral to the program's effectiveness. This mental component helps create a positive feedback loop that makes you more likely to continue the routine and more aware of your body's needs. Beyond the exercises themselves, there are several lifestyle factors that can enhance your success in preventing leg cramps. Japanese seniors typically maintain these habits naturally, but they may require more conscious effort if you're adopting this approach later in life. Hydration plays a crucial role in muscle function, but it's not just about drinking more water. Japanese seniors tend to sip small amounts of water throughout the day rather than drinking large quantities at once. This steady hydration helps maintain proper fluid balance in your muscles without overwhelming your kidneys or causing frequent nighttime urination that might disrupt sleep. The timing of hydration is also important. Try to drink most of your fluids earlier in the day, tapering off a few hours before bedtime. This can help prevent the nocturnal urination that often triggers leg cramps in seniors who get up frequently during the night. Footwear choices significantly impact leg health, yet many seniors wear shoes that contribute to muscle tension and poor circulation. Japanese seniors often wear shoes that allow natural foot movement and toe spreading, similar to the benefits you get from the Ashi-Yubi exercises. At home, consider going barefoot or wearing minimal footwear that allows your feet to move naturally. If you must wear supportive shoes for medical reasons, make sure they're properly fitted and not too tight, especially around the toes. Pay attention to your sitting habits throughout the day. Japanese seniors tend to change positions frequently and avoid sitting in the same posture for extended periods. Even if you can't incorporate formal exercise breaks, try to shift your weight, flex your ankles, or change leg positions every 30 to 45 minutes. Sleep position can also influence cramping frequency. Japanese seniors often sleep with a small pillow or cushion between their knees, which helps maintain proper leg alignment and reduces tension in the hip and leg muscles. Keeping your sheets and blankets loose around your feet allows for natural foot positioning and reduces the risk of your feet being held in cramping-prone positions. Temperature regulation matters more than many people realize. Japanese homes tend to be cooler than many Western homes, and seniors often wear layers that they can adjust throughout the day. Muscles that become too cold or too hot are more prone to cramping, so maintaining a comfortable body temperature can be an important preventive measure. Diet, while not the focus of this program, does play a supporting role. Japanese seniors typically eat smaller, more frequent meals with plenty of vegetables and adequate protein. They also tend to limit alcohol consumption, which can contribute to dehydration and electrolyte imbalances that promote cramping. Rather than focusing on specific supplements or dramatic dietary changes, consider adopting the Japanese approach of eating until you're about 80% full and including a variety of colorful vegetables in your meals. This approach supports overall health without requiring dramatic lifestyle changes. Let me share some strategies for staying motivated and tracking your progress with these exercises. Japanese culture emphasizes process over outcomes, and this mindset can be incredibly helpful when adopting new health habits. Instead of focusing primarily on whether your cramps are reduced, pay attention to how the exercises make you feel in the moment. Do you feel more relaxed after the evening routine? Do you feel more energized after the morning movements? These immediate benefits can provide daily motivation to continue. Consider keeping a simple log of your practice, not to judge yourself on missed days, but to celebrate consistency. You might mark each day you practice on a calendar or keep a simple notebook where you record which exercises you did and how they felt. Many people find it helpful to track their sleep quality and energy levels along with their exercise practice. Often, the benefits of improved circulation and reduced muscle tension extend beyond cramp prevention to include better sleep and increased vitality during the day. If you experience setbacks such as a period of increased cramping or a week where you can't maintain your routine, approach these challenges with the Japanese concept of mono no aware, or acceptance of impermanence. Setbacks are temporary and don't negate the benefits you've already gained. Some people benefit from practicing these exercises with a friend or family member, creating accountability and social connection around the healthy habit. Japanese seniors often practice group exercises in parks or community centers, turning individual health maintenance into social activities that strengthen both body and community bonds. If you live alone or prefer individual practice, you might still benefit from sharing your progress with others. Consider joining online communities of seniors who are working on similar health goals, or simply telling a friend or family member about your new routine so they can offer encouragement and check in on your progress. Now, let me address some specific scenarios and troubleshooting tips for common challenges you might encounter as you begin incorporating these exercises into your life. If you experience cramping during or immediately after doing these exercises, it usually means you're pushing too hard or progressing too quickly. This is actually quite common in the first week or two as your muscles adapt to new movement patterns. The solution is to reduce the intensity, shorten the hold times, or do fewer repetitions until your body adjusts. Remember, muscle cramping during exercise is your body's way of telling you to slow down, not stop entirely. Take a brief rest, do some gentle ankle pumping to restore circulation, and then resume at a gentler pace. Many people find that what initially caused cramping becomes comfortable and beneficial within a few weeks of consistent practice. Some individuals worry that these exercises aren't challenging enough to make a real difference. This concern usually comes from our Western fitness culture, which often equates effectiveness with intensity. However, research consistently shows that for seniors dealing with muscle cramping, gentle, consistent movement is far more effective than intense, sporadic exercise. The exercises work by gradually retraining your muscles and nervous system, a process that requires time and consistency rather than force. Think of it like learning to play a musical instrument. You don't become proficient by practicing intensely once a week, but by practicing gently and regularly every day. If you have arthritis or other joint conditions that make some of these movements uncomfortable, focus on the exercises that feel good and modify or skip those that cause pain. For example, if the heel-to-toe walking aggravates knee pain, you might focus more on the seated exercises like ankle pumping and toe yoga, which provide many of the same circulation benefits without weight-bearing stress. People with balance concerns should always prioritize safety over perfect form. Use support whenever needed, and don't hesitate to modify exercises to your comfort level. The goal is consistent practice, not perfect execution of each movement. For individuals taking medications that affect muscle function, such as certain blood pressure medications, diuretics, or statins, these exercises can be particularly beneficial, but you may need to progress more slowly and pay closer attention to your body's responses. The gentle nature of these movements makes them generally safe for people on various medications, but always consult with your healthcare provider if you have concerns. Let me share some advanced variations and progressions for those who master the basic exercises and want to continue challenging themselves. Remember, advancement in this context doesn't necessarily mean more intensity, but rather more sophistication in movement quality and body awareness. For the ankle pumping exercise, you can advance by adding resistance using a towel or elastic band around your foot, or by performing the movements while standing and balancing on one foot. You might also try coordinating the ankle movements with arm movements, creating full-body circulation patterns. The heel raise exercise can be progressed by performing it on one foot at a time, or by doing it on the edge of a step to allow for a greater range of motion. However, these progressions should only be attempted if you have excellent balance and no history of falls. The calf stretches can be deepened gradually over time, but remember that forcing deeper stretches can actually increase cramping risk. A better progression is to hold the stretches for longer periods or to add gentle, rhythmic movements within the stretch position. Toe yoga can become quite sophisticated as your foot control improves. Advanced practitioners can lift and lower individual toes, create wave-like movements across all toes, or perform the movements while balancing on one foot. These progressions significantly enhance foot strength and balance. The heel-to-toe walking can be progressed by walking backwards, walking with eyes closed for short distances, or walking on different surfaces. Some advanced practitioners enjoy the challenge of heel-to-toe walking on a balance beam or similar narrow surface. The modified sumo squat can be progressed by holding the squat position for longer periods, going slightly deeper, or adding gentle bouncing movements at the bottom of the squat. You might also try lifting one foot slightly while in the squat position, creating a single leg balance challenge. The self-massage routine can be enhanced by learning specific acupressure points, or by using different tools like massage balls of various sizes or textured rollers. Some people enjoy incorporating aromatherapy oils into their evening massage routine, creating a more spa-like experience. However, I want to emphasize that these progressions are optional enhancements, not necessary steps for preventing leg cramps. Many Japanese seniors practice the basic versions of these exercises for decades without ever feeling the need to make them more challenging. The key is finding a routine that you enjoy and can maintain consistently. Let me address some frequently asked questions about these exercises and their effectiveness for different types of cramping problems. Many people ask whether these exercises work for nocturnal leg cramps specifically, since nighttime cramping is often the most disruptive type. The answer is yes, but with the understanding that nighttime cramps often have multiple contributing factors. The evening routine, particularly the calf stretches and self-massage, directly addresses the muscle tension that commonly triggers night cramps. However, you may also need to look at factors like your sleeping position, room temperature, bedding weight, and evening hydration habits. Some people find that doing a brief version of the ankle pumping exercise if they wake up during the night helps prevent cramps from developing. For exercise-induced cramps, these exercises serve more as a preventive conditioning program than a treatment for acute episodes. If you experience cramping during activities like walking or gardening, the strengthening and circulation benefits of this routine can help build your tolerance for activity over time. People often ask about the timeline for seeing results. Based on my observations of Japanese seniors and research data, most people notice some improvement within 2 to 3 weeks of consistent practice. However, the timeline varies significantly depending on factors like your current fitness level, the severity of your cramping, and how consistently you practice. Some people notice improved sleep quality and reduced nighttime disruptions within the first week, even if they don't see dramatic changes in cramping frequency immediately. Others find that their cramps become less severe before they become less frequent. The key is to focus on the process rather than rushing toward specific outcomes. Regarding the question of whether these exercises can completely eliminate leg cramps, The honest answer is that it depends on the underlying causes of your cramping. For cramps related to poor circulation, muscle tension, and age-related changes in muscle function, these exercises can be remarkably effective. However, if your cramps are caused by medication side effects, serious circulatory problems, nerve damage, or other medical conditions, the exercises may provide significant relief, but might not eliminate cramping entirely. In these cases, the exercises serve as one component of a comprehensive approach that should also include medical management. Many people wonder if they need to continue these exercises indefinitely or if they can stop once their cramping improves. Japanese seniors typically view these movements as lifelong practices, similar to brushing their teeth or other daily self-care activities. The exercises provide ongoing benefits that extend beyond cramp prevention, including improved balance, better circulation, and maintained flexibility. If you stop doing the exercises, you're likely to see a gradual return of cramping over time, especially if the underlying factors that contributed to your original problems haven't changed. However, many people find that once they've established a routine and experienced the benefits, they naturally want to continue because the exercises make them feel better overall. Let me share some inspiring stories from people who have successfully implemented these exercises into their lives. These are real individuals I've worked with, though I've changed their names to protect their privacy. Margaret, a 67-year-old retired teacher, came to me after years of severe nighttime leg cramps that were disrupting her sleep several times each week. She was skeptical about the simplicity of the exercises, but committed to trying them for a month. Within 3 weeks, her nightly awakenings had decreased from 4 or 5 per week to once or twice per week, and the cramps that did occur were less severe and shorter in duration. What Margaret found most surprising was how much she began to enjoy the evening routine. She told me that the self-massage and gentle stretching became her favorite part of preparing for bed, creating a sense of calm and self-care that she hadn't experienced in years. 6 months later, she rarely experiences night cramps and has maintained her practice because she loves how it makes her feel. Robert, a 72-year-old man with diabetes, struggled with cramping in his feet and lower legs that made walking difficult and painful. His doctor had told him that some cramping was inevitable given his condition, but Robert wasn't ready to accept limitations on his mobility. He started with just the seated exercises, as standing for long periods was initially difficult. After 2 months of consistent practice, Robert found that he could walk for longer distances without cramping. He gradually added the standing exercises as his confidence and stamina improved. While he still experiences occasional cramps, they're much more manageable, and he's been able to return to activities like grocery shopping and visiting friends that had become challenging. Robert's success illustrates an important point. These exercises can be beneficial even for people with chronic health conditions that contribute to cramping. While they may not completely eliminate the problem, they can often improve quality of life significantly. Linda, an active 69-year-old who experienced cramping during her daily walks, found that the exercises helped her maintain her active lifestyle. She particularly benefited from the heel-to-toe walking and toe yoga exercises, which improved her balance and foot strength. Linda now does a brief version of the routine before her daily walks and says she feels more confident and stable on her feet. These success stories share several common elements: consistency in practice, patience with the process, and a willingness to adapt the exercises to individual needs and circumstances. None of these individuals achieved overnight success, but all found significant improvement through gentle persistence. As we near the end of our time together, I want to address the broader implications of adopting this Japanese-inspired approach to healthy aging. These exercises represent more than just a method for preventing leg cramps. They embody a different philosophy about how we relate to our aging bodies. Western culture often treats aging as a battle to be fought, with exercise serving as a weapon against the inevitable decline of our physical abilities. This adversarial approach can create stress and frustration when our bodies don't respond as quickly or dramatically as we hope. Japanese culture, in contrast, views aging as a natural process that can be navigated with wisdom, acceptance, and gentle care. Exercise becomes a form of self-compassion rather than self-improvement, a daily gift we give our bodies rather than a punishment for growing older. This philosophical shift can transform not only your experience with these specific exercises, but your entire approach to health and wellness in your senior years. When you stop fighting your body and start working with it, you often find that it responds more positively than you expected. The mindfulness component of these exercises, the attention to breath and body awareness, can also have benefits that extend far beyond cramp prevention. Many people report feeling more connected to their bodies, more aware of their needs, and more appreciative of their ongoing capabilities. This body awareness can help you make better decisions throughout your day about when to rest, when to move, and how to position yourself for comfort and health. It can also help you recognize early warning signs of potential problems, allowing you to address them before they become serious issues. The social aspects of adopting these exercises can also be significant. When you share your new routine with friends or family members, you often inspire others to pay more attention to their own health and wellness. Some people find that teaching these exercises to others reinforces their own practice and creates meaningful connections around shared health goals. For those who are caregivers for aging parents or spouses, learning these exercises can provide a concrete way to help your loved ones while also taking care of your own health. The gentle, non-intimidating nature of these movements makes them accessible to people with varying levels of physical ability. As you begin implementing these exercises, remember that you're joining a tradition that stretches back generations. Japanese seniors have been using variations of these movements to maintain their health and vitality for centuries, refining and perfecting the techniques through collective experience. You're not just adopting a set of exercises. You're embracing a time-tested approach to aging that values consistency over intensity, wisdom over force, and self-care over self-improvement. This approach has helped countless individuals maintain their mobility, independence, and quality of life well into their later years. The beauty of this program lies in its simplicity and sustainability. You don't need expensive equipment, gym memberships, or complex schedules. You just need a few minutes each day and a willingness to treat your body with kindness and attention. As you move forward with your practice, be patient with yourself. Some days will be easier than others. Some exercises will feel natural immediately, while others may take time to master. This is all part of the process, and every senior who has successfully implemented these techniques has faced the same learning curve. Remember that progress in this context is measured not just in reduced cramping, though that's certainly a primary goal, but in improved overall well-being. You may find that your balance improves, your sleep becomes more restful, your energy levels increase, or your confidence in movement grows. All of these benefits are interconnected and contribute to a better quality of life. The exercises you've learned today represent a comprehensive approach to leg health that addresses the multiple factors contributing to cramping in seniors. By improving circulation through gentle movement, releasing tension through targeted stretching, strengthening supportive muscles through controlled exercises, and enhancing body awareness through mindful practice, you're creating the conditions for healthier, more comfortable legs. But perhaps most importantly, you're developing a sustainable self-care practice that honors your body's current capabilities while gently encouraging improvement. This approach recognizes that you are the expert on your own body and that the best exercise program is one that you can and will do consistently. As you begin your practice, start slowly and build gradually. Choose 1 or 2 exercises that appeal to you most and focus on those for the first week. Add additional exercises as you feel comfortable and confident. Remember, there's no rush and no competition. The goal is simply to move gently and consistently in ways that support your leg health. Listen to your body's feedback and adjust accordingly. If an exercise causes discomfort, modify it or skip it for now. If you miss a day or even a week, simply return to your practice without judgment or self-criticism. The Japanese concept of continuous improvement recognizes that setbacks are part of the journey, not failures to be avoided. Consider keeping a simple journal of your experience, noting not just your cramping episodes, but also how you feel after doing the exercises, what you notice about your sleep, energy, and overall comfort. This record can help you see patterns and progress that might not be immediately obvious. Share your journey with others if it feels appropriate. Whether it's a family member, friend, or online community, having support and accountability can significantly enhance your success. You might even find that others are interested in learning the exercises themselves, creating opportunities for mutual support and encouragement. Most importantly, approach this practice with curiosity and self-compassion. These exercises are gifts you give yourself each day, opportunities to pause, breathe, and care for your body. When approached with this mindset, they become sources of pleasure and relaxation rather than obligations or chores. The Japanese seniors who inspired these exercises would tell you that the secret to their success lies not in perfect execution or dramatic results, but in showing up consistently with a spirit of kindness toward their aging bodies. They understand that small, gentle actions performed regularly create profound changes over time. As you embark on this journey, you're following in the footsteps of thousands of seniors who have discovered that leg cramps don't have to be an inevitable part of aging. With patience, consistency, and the wisdom of these time-tested exercises, you can look forward to more comfortable days and more restful nights. Your legs have carried you through decades of life, supporting you through countless adventures, challenges, and everyday activities. Now it's time to give them the gentle care and attention they deserve. These 7 simple exercises offer you a way to honor your body service while preparing it for the years ahead. The path to healthier legs begins with a single step, or in this case, a single ankle pump. Start there, build slowly, and trust in the process. Your future self will thank you for the gift of this gentle, consistent care. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the wisdom of Japanese senior health practices. May these exercises bring you the comfort, mobility, and peace of mind that come from taking loving care of your body. Here's to many more years of healthy, comfortable movement and the joy that comes from aging with grace and wisdom.